And Ray's not in today, so we better stay on our shores.
Is he all right?
It's Damien's funeral this morning.
Morning, ladies. Sister Newburn.
Mr. Jordan, how was your break?
Very relaxing. Spent it catching up with friends, you know.
Would you like me to show you where your patients are?
How was your weekend, by the way? Did you spend it with anyone wonderful?
Maybe. Anyway, I haven't got time to chat. Mr. May wants to see you as soon as you got in.
Yeah.
And you're in enough trouble, so don't keep him waiting.
Can I help you, sir? Have you come to have your stitches out? Oh, no, you work here, don't you?
Hilarious, Mr. Barrett, but I'd stick to surgery.
Let's have a butcher's then.
Yeah.
That is a work of art. You should frame that.
Bit more Damien Hirst than Da Vinci, though, wouldn't you say?
Honestly, some people.
Seriously, Mike, thanks.
You're very welcome.
I'd shake your hand, but I'm afraid it might fall off.
On your bike.
Nurse Huck.
Mr. Jordan, how's the hand?
Good as new, thanks. Mr. Barrett did an excellent job.
Well, indeed. We should be grateful that he's never felt the urge to commit ludicrous acts of bravado.
I'm very sorry about what happened.
What you did was courageous and stupid. You have outstanding talents. You may have saved that girl's life, but during the course of a career, you could save 10,000 lives if you look after the hands.
Well, it's hard to think in those terms in here at the moment.
We look death in the face every day, Mr. Jordan. We must always think in those terms.
Mr. Mayor, Janice Alexander, a coronary bypass graft, collapsed in the toilet this morning shortly after her pacing wires were removed.
Your patient.
Right.
Good to have the team back together again. Let's not pick up where we left off.
I've checked out her ECGs and blood results, and I've done a chest exam.
Good, good. I'll be along shortly.
But I'm not sure if there's something that I'm missing or...
Looks to me like you've got the situation well in hand. Should be fine till I get there. Good work, Doctor.
Head still attached to your neck?
Yeah, just about. Apparently, I have outstanding talents.
Just what you needed. Another boost to your ego.
You really think of me as a big spoiled kid, don't you?
I try not to think of you at all.
Really? Anyway, from now on, I'm focusing on 3 things in my life. My work, my career, and my marriage.
In that order?
I just can't please you, can I?
I don't know, you've had your moments.
Anyway, listen, I'm thinking of booking next Friday off. What do you think?
Really? I hope you have a lovely time.
I just thought you'd like to be there when I moved back in.
Move back in?
We talked about it at the weekend, remember?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but what?
Karen, Dennis.
Right, thanks.
It's no big deal, you know. It's just an excuse for her to rip me
Well, Janice said she was feeling a bit lightheaded.
Should have eaten my breakfast. I'm afraid hospital food doesn't do much for me.
No extra systolese, and she's in sinus rhythm. Right, Miss Alexander, you have what we call postural hypertension, which is very common after cardiac surgery. Now, the important thing for you to do is relax and just let us look after you. And you are?
Liz Jameson, Janice's sister.
Nick Jordan. Right, well, Janice will be fine as long as she keeps calm and takes things easy, okay?
Well, that's what Dr. Marrick said.
And as usual, she's right. If you have any problems, you can rely on her. She's an excellent doctor. Okay? I'll call again.
Postural hypertension. I can't believe I overlooked the obvious.
Yeah. Well, you handled it well, and at least you asked for help. That's the main thing.
Yeah, right.
Look, Victoria, I know we've had our differences in the past, and, well, maybe it was as much my fault as anyone's, but I did mean what I said in there. You are an excellent doctor, and I do trust your judgment. I think the only person you need to convince is yourself. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Page me if you need me.
Praise from Nick Jordan. It's a good job I overheard it. No one would...
All right, Mr. Jordan.
Now, that's something I'd like to see. Tash and Kirsty. Ooh.
So much for the new Nick Jordan.
I was joking.
You're talking.
No, I'm not. I'm serious, Karen. I want us to live together, not just share a bed.
Okay. If I move into your flat.
What?
What, frightened I might ruin your little love nest?
Karen, it's a studio apartment. There's barely enough room for me, let alone you and all your shoes.
Well, if it doesn't work, we'll just try something else.
Of course it's not going to work out. This is ridiculous. You're living in that great big house which we're both paying for and you won't let me move in.
What are you going to do with the flat?
Keep it. It's an investment.
Mr. Jordan?
Not now, Victoria.
I'm sorry, but it's Janice Alexander.
What now?
Please, could you take another look at her? Her sister's been nagging for someone more senior.
You haven't been able to relax, have you?
Well, it's not easy.
No, I know. What's the matter? Her condition hasn't changed since earlier.
She said she was feeling strange.
Well, if you hover around the bed asking how she feels all the time, I'm not surprised.
I wasn't.
Victoria, you've got to have faith in your own ability. I can't teach you that. You can't keep running to me for approval.
Her sister was asking for someone more senior. She's not helping things.
Dealing with the relatives is all part of the job. She's probably just picking up on your own lack of confidence. It is a straightforward case, and I don't expect to be called back. Understood?
Perfectly.
These people are hopeless. I mean, first she when I left.
This isn't about where we live, is it? If you're not going to trust me, what's the point?
I used to trust you when I was stupid.
That's all over now. I thought you knew that.
I want to believe you, I really do.
Then what's stopping you?
Why is she so pale? Why can't we just keep what we have?
Because it's not enough. I want to be married to you. I want you to be Mrs. Jordan, wife of one of the most talented heart surgeons in the country. It's not going to be like it was before. My career's going really well now. I'm respected.
So that's what this is about? All the top heart surgeons have a wife, 2 kids, and Nick John wants to fit in.
Don't be so ridiculous. Of course that's not what this is about.
Because I am not playing that game anymore, Nick.
Well, neither am I!
Janice.
Do you trust me? It's not a trick question.
Yes, it is.
Because if you don't, we may as well just forget it.
Okay.
Just go back to being work colleagues or whatever.
How can you say that after everything we've just been through?
My heart's on the line as much as yours here, you know. I want a commitment. And I thought that's what you wanted.
It is, but...
Jordan.
It's Janice Alexander. She's really not looking good. She's dehydrated, her BP's low. It looks like shock, but...
Have you given her volume?
Yes, but I think she needs more.
Then give her some more. You've made the diagnosis and you've treated her, so why are you calling me?
Because I think there might be something else. An infection, maybe. It doesn't explain the fall in temperature, but...
Dr. Merrick, stop looking for conditions that aren't there. If you spent less time fretting about your ability and more time dealing with the patients, you'd get a lot more done, and so would I.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jordan.
Don't be sorry, just do your job. And if you can't cope, I'll find some first-year med student who can.
Well, is he coming?
Another saline. Let's give her all this...
Wait. Okay. How about you move into the flat with me?
That's what I suggested.
Because I'll tell you something. A couple of days in there, and you'll be begging to move into the house.
Really?
Oh, God, that girl. More on that one.
Gosh, babe. Go! What's happening?
Just have to do your job, okay? Right, stop. I need a long needle and a 50ml syringe.
What's happened?
I think she's tamponading. I'm going to draw off the blood from the leak.
Wait. What's her ECG?
Sinus rhythm?
But there's no BP. I was giving her fluid.
She's in EMD arrest. You're right, she's tamponading. It's too late to drain it off. Start massage again, please. I'm going to crack open her chest. Ray, get me a chest opening kit and some betadine.
Can we get Maya?
Quickly. us. Come on! Right, stand back. Stop massage, I'm going to cut her open. Wire cutters. Right, suction on full, there's going to be a lot of blood. Stand back.
Shall I get Maya?
Retractor. Right, that's cleared the tamponade. What the hell was the leak? Right, I'm going to start internal massage. 2 mils, 1 in 10k adrenaline. Come on, Janice. Oh, part of the graft's gone. This is hopeless.
Nick, we have to get Maya.
Not yet.
Mr. Jordan, he has to be told. It might already be too late. We need his help.
Get him.
She can't die.
He arrested a short while ago. She was tamponading, so I opened her up, but I can't find the source of the leak.
One of the grafts has partially come off. How is that?
I was massaging her heart.
6-0 Proline, please. Small needle.
Quickly.
Hold the heart, Mr. John.
That woman's going to die, isn't she?
I don't know, Michelle. Come on now.
Oh. You okay?
There is the source of the tamponade.
Where the pacing wires were removed, that's why she collapsed in the
4-0
toilet.
Proline, please. We'll stitch this before we resume internal massage. What she had?
10 mils of adrenaline, atropine bicarb. She's lost about 1.5 litres of blood. Come on.
No effect. Stop massaging. Adrenaline, please. Intracardiac. Time of death.
10:37.
Close her up.
I came as soon as I heard the crash bleed.
Gather she had a relative visiting.
Yes, a sister.
Someone will have to inform her. Not you. Everything to be documented as usual, please. Diagnosis, procedures, which doctors attended and when.
Probably just overwrought, Victoria. Look, it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, well, maybe you'd like to tell her that.
I think we both need a bit of air. Come on.
Peter, there's something...
I put in a Venplon to give her saline, and then I called you.
Right, okay.
And you told me I was imagining things. Sorry, you told me not to look for things that aren't there.
This isn't the time for recriminations.
Really? When do they start?
Look, the most important thing to do is show that we acted correctly.
I did.
Fine. Then you don't have to blame yourself.
I fell out of my depth. I called for help. No one came. I don't blame myself.
This is turning into a nightmare.
Anyone could have missed her condition.
That's not the point. I dismissed a call from a junior who had legitimate concerns about my patient, which meant I had to operate without May's consent when she was clearly weak from surgery.
You were trying to save her life. If you'd got there a bit sooner, then...
I can ask where I was, why I didn't come when I was bleeped.
Will you tell them the truth? You were with me?
Yeah, talking about what?
Oh,
if we'd been discussing a case.
We weren't. Don't start rewriting history, Nick.
Karen, this is really going to knock me back. I'd be finished. We'd be finished.
Don't ask me to lie for you. Not again. You said you promised things are going to be different.
See her.
Come in, Mr. Jordan. Sit down. You have our deepest condolences, Miss Jameson. We're particularly upset by your sister's death. There is a risk with this procedure that withdrawing the pacer wires can result in bleeding. And I'm afraid that's what happened in this case.
Did anyone consider this?
Oh, yes. We'll be looking into the detail of what happened, but you can rest assured that she received the best possible treatment.
We'd had so many arguments. I'd hardly even seen her for the last few years. It was one of your nurses, actually, that brought us together. It's just a pity it was too late.
We're very sorry, Miss Jameson.
It was our last day together. To think I spent it squabbling with all the time she was dying.
She really wouldn't have suffered.
How would you know? You weren't even there. You left everything to that poor, overworked junior while you swanned off elsewhere playing Mr. Important. To think, all that talent, all that training, all that expertise, and all wasted because when my sister needed you, you couldn't even be bothered to walk down a corridor. Mr. Mayer says that you are a brilliant surgeon. Maybe. But as a doctor, you're rubbish. In fact, you barely even qualify as a human being.
I think I better.
No. I'm leaving. But believe me, Mr. Jordan, by the time I'm finished with you, they won't even let you clear out the bedpans.